Luv Lola. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If it's your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hang out for a while. Leave me a comment down below. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. What's up, Guru? It's been a minute since I've recorded live just because I've had so much going on. I do want to say last week I had to go to the hospital. I wound up having to have surgery to remove my appendix. So I want to say thank you to everyone who checked on me, who sent a message, who just, whatever. Thank you to everyone who had an order from me and wrote me telling me, don't worry about it. Take your time. It's all good. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. I'm from Louisiana, but I live in Texas now. But my mom did fly in to help me out, and I have worked her like a dog. But, hey, she used to work me like a dog when I was young. I used to clean up and do all the things that she was doing over here. So, how bad can I feel? But anyway, I want to give a shout out to my mom. Thank you so much, Mom. Come on over here and say hi to the people. Let me back up because she's taller than me. So we got to get her to fit in the camera. There we go. All right. This is my mom, y'all. This is Jeanette Clark, my mommy.
Hi. I just want to say hello to everyone. And yes, I did come in to take care of her. I think she kind of snapped back a little too quick, but I just couldn't stop her.
I've been busy. I had too much to do. I had so much to do.
I couldn't stop her, but I did help as much as I could.
Yes, she did.
We did some rearranging of her room, and everything looks really nice, really nice. So,
yeah.
And I am going to take a couple of bags back.
Nobody said she did it for free. Nobody said she did it for free. She's taking several. And I'm actually supposed to make her a bag. I'm running out of time, but I'm supposed to make her a bag before she leaves. We'll see. I wanted to make her sew a bag because my mama sews, y'all. Like when I was young, she used to make our clothes. Like me and my brother, she used to make us matching outfits. When we look at the pictures now, they were hella corny. But back then it was cool, it was matching and stuff. But she knows how to sew, but she's never made a bag. So I wanted to get her to at least sew like my little, my little wristlet little thing is so easy.
Maybe I can do it tonight.
You're not going to do it tonight. We'll see. You know what? If she does it tonight, I'm going to record it or maybe go live so y'all can see her try to sew a bag for the first time. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Okay, look, Lola is jealous, and now she wants to be in the video, like it's a family video now. Things are getting weird. I'm just supposed to be doing a sewing tutorial. Now I've got 3 generations of,
Look at the camera.
Lola, you want to say hi since you're here?
Hi.
Say hi. All right, you ready for track practice? You haven't even changed yet. Bye-bye.
Yay.
Okay.
All right,
so,
all right, bye-bye.
Thanks, Mom. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Today we are making the Emmanuela by Shamballa bags. Guys! So Shamballa has labeled this bag as intermediate. It's 8.5 inches high, 11 7/8 inches wide, and it's 2 3/8 of an inch deep. I will say this is the fastest bag I've ever made. It takes a lot longer to make a bag when you're recording it because there's just so many things behind the scenes. So it usually takes me 2 days to sew a bag when I'm recording it. I was able to do this in 1 day, and I was actually able to do it in some hours. So if you want a fast make, if you're doing shows or if you just want a fast, easy make, you're just not in the mood to just do a long, rigorous sew, this is the bag for you. Hours, and you're done. And the only reason that it took me as long as it did is because I decided to do the strap inside of my chain. So, yeah, this is super easy. There is a little bit of glue. If you've never used cement glue, she does use cement glue in this pattern. So that is one thing that you need to be prepared for. But outside of that, everything is the norm. As you can see, it has these super cute handles. There is a magnetic snap right there when you open it. We have a zipper pocket inside. We have a connector for our strap. This is just my little heart. It's a keychain. It's available on my site, and I just thought it was perfect for this placement. Super cute, right? So you can obviously carry this as, you know, with the handle. If you want to be cute, you want to be fancy, okay? Super cute. But it does also have a chain. Like I said, I did decide to run a strap through the chain for this bag. I just thought that it would look super cute. So I do have that going on. And you can connect it right there on the inside. I love it so much. It's so adorable. Like, I still can't believe how fast I make this bag. Like, yo. Do it. Oh, you know what? Have y'all seen, okay, every time I get on TikTok, I get that ad for those pants. I think they're called Hora. I mean, every time. I'm not even on TikTok a lot. I go on TikTok to upload a video and then I go on about my life. But every time I go, somebody is on there telling me how much they love their Hora pants. And finally, after a month of seeing this every day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give me these Hora pants because surely all these can be lying. They can't all be lying about how great they fit and how good they look and how they feel. So one day I said, I'm doing it. I ordered like 5 pair. I went crazy because I never buy clothes. So when I do buy it, I usually get every color because I'm like, I'm doing this. But anyway, so I ordered the pants and I hadn't worn them. I forgot about them actually. But then today for this video, my stomach is still kind of swollen and still, it still hurts from the surgery. I have the stitches and stuff. So anyway, I was like, I need some pants that are comfortable but still kind of cute. And I was like, oh yeah, my Hora pants. Anyway, yo, baby, I'm sold. These pants are dope, right? First of all, they're so comfortable, which is my main thing. They're really comfortable. I'm short. I'm only 5 feet tall. I'm short and I'm round. So I always need something to fit on my waist just to give me a little bit of a shape so I'm not just a square. And they fit on my waist. I'm able to get petite. That's another problem. Pants are always too long, but these come in petite size, so they fit me perfectly. They're perfect length. Like, I truly am, I'm sold. Like, Hora, thank you for just spamming me with so many advertisements because I am just so happy that I bought them. So if you're looking for some comfortable pants, I am not associated with them, y'all, I promise. I don't get nothing. I don't get no cut. I don't get no commission, nothing. I'm just telling y'all because I like to tell people, if you're looking for some comfortable pants that are flattering, Hora. I think I paid maybe $30 for these, like, and I don't regret it. And they look great with my new bag. So, win-win, honey. Okay, let me shut up talking because I'll talk all day because I'm lonely in this house. When I make these videos, I feel like I'm talking to somebody. It's fun. So let me shut up because we'll just be here. I got my wine too, baby. Look. I can keep recording. I can keep recording, baby. I'm good over here. But I ain't going to do that to you. We can go ahead and get started. Are you ready to make this bag? I know you are. You have got to be ready to make this bag because look at how cute it is. Oh, did I not tell you? This is one of my new vinyls that I have started carrying. This is the Flower Collection. You can find it on my website. I am sold out of all of the retail, but I am offering pre-ordering right now. I'm going to offer pre-ordering until the 19th. Yes, until the 19th, and then that's when I'm going to close it because I would place in my order. All the information is on my website. When you go to look at the items that are pre-order, it tells you when I'm going to order it, when I'm going to expect it back, blah, 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 all that. So, yeah, if you like that, go get it now before the pre-order is over because once it's over, baby. Okay? All right, now, are you ready to make this bag? All right, let's go do it. Why am I going over there? My machine's right here. Alrighty, so let's go over a few things really quick. I've got all of my pieces cut out. Once you get them cut out, go ahead and find the midpoint of all of your pieces and go ahead and mark it. It's going to make everything easier later on. For hardware, we don't need very much, and I absolutely love when that happens. Okay, so we're going to need these handles. They are about 5 inches across, I believe. So you need 2 of these. You're going to need 2 D-rings, a magnetic snap, a label if you're going to be using one, a number 5 zipper, and the chain. And you're going to need, I believe, 8 rivets and about 9.5 inches of zipper tape, number 5 zipper tape. All of these items are available on my website if you're interested, lovelololooks.com. I'll go ahead and add a card right about now so you can click on that and it'll pull it up for you. Let's see. So right now, all of my pieces are interfaced with, today I'm using Decaville Light. Michelle sent me some, so I'm going to be using that. Thank you, Michelle. I've got all my pieces cut out. Like I said, I've marked the middle pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and get some marks done. On the back of this top piece that goes on our front panel, you can mark where your piping is going to start if you're going to be doing piping. Also, you want to transfer this line over. So what I did was, after I cut it out, all I did was raise this up about 1/4 of an inch because that's about the distance that line is. So I raised it about 1/4 of an inch and then I just traced along the bottom. I went ahead and marked my midpoint so that I can get my my bag label put on. Okay, so you have some instructions about glue on your stabilizer. So I transferred those marks so that I can have that for reference later. All right, let's get started. On your handle connector, those 2 pieces, you do need to go ahead and mark where you're going to be putting your magnetic snaps. All right, I think the first thing I want to do is, no, I'll do that later. Okay, go ahead and snip along that curve. Now, you don't want to snip all the way up to the line. You want to snip about halfway up to that line. Don't go too far up, okay? I saw this at Amazon. I don't think it's going to work, but I was like, I'm going to try it. I feel like it's more for paper than fabric, but I'm going to try it. It says it's a tape glue. Whatever that means. Oh, that was the wrong way. Is this supposed to... I'm a little confused. So what are you doing? Is this supposed to... We're going to find out together if this is going to be a good idea. I'm not sure. It's like sometimes it comes off and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, anyway. Do what you do. You could just use double-sided tape. That's what I was going to use. And then I was like, I'm going to use this. Okay, and now we're going to be folding on that line. Not to the line. We're going to fold on that line. I like to start in the middle. Oh, it's staying. Okay, and we're just going to fold on that line all the way around. If you are having any, oh, I spoke too soon, it's not staying. I was just about to say, if you're having any trouble with it staying, you can just put some clamps on it, which I'm going to do for now, just to hold it over. Yeah, I think this is meant more for paper. I just thought I'd give it a try. Okay, now grab your front panel. And you should have, I don't know if I mentioned it, but there's some marks that you could transfer over to show you where you're going to place that. I've marked that already. And now I'm going to place it right there. I'm going to use this mess again and see if it gets any better before I decide to write it off. I feel like I'm not doing something right because nothing's coming off. So I kind of feel like it's me. If you've used this before, please comment and tell me if I'm doing something wrong. Okay, once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and top stitch along your top piece at 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Now, if you prefer, you can wait until this step to get your interfacing put on. I always like to do my pieces separately first because a lot of materials have a little bit of a stretch to them, right? Like maybe not a lot, but a little bit. And when they do, sometimes when I'm adding like this overlay, or if I'm doing different things with it, it will cause a little bit of pull. And for that reason, I like to interface my pieces separately before I start adding stuff together. And then sometimes I'll go back afterwards and add a second layer to get it all smoothed. So that's just a personal preference. I'm sure it'll be okay whichever way you decide to do it. Now I add this label every single time I make a bag, and yet every single time I make a bag, I feel like I have the hardest time finding the right washer for it. Isn't that so weird? Let's see if she did the other one. Yep, good job. Okay, so now we are going to place our darts right sides touching, and we're going to sew that at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. We're going to be doing all 4. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get our piping done. I want your fabric to be 1 1/8 inch wide. I've got my cording cut. I placed it down the middle and began getting it pinned together. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing that. Go ahead and put your zipper foot on your machine so that we can get nice and close on this piping, okay? Now find the marking on your front piece. You should have marked that earlier, and that's where the piping is going to start and end. And you want the raw edge of the piping that you just did to be touching the raw edge of this front panel. When you get around the corner, you can make some snips in your piping to help it go around the curves better. Okay, once you get to the end, you just veer it off, and I do like to use my metal clips for that to hold it because they're gangsta, like it ain't gonna shift on you, and that's one thing I used to be afraid of with piping was not afraid of, but I had trouble with, like at the end I would freak out like it's starting to move. Anyway, I have progressed. I'm no longer afraid of piping, but anyway, yeah, those metal clips help keep everything, you know, from moving. I have them in my Amazon storefront. There's a link down below this video, and I'll try to add one here too. you can go check out all the stuff that I like to keep and use when I'm making a bag. I do receive a small commission for my storefront, so if you decide to follow any of those links, I do appreciate you doing that and supporting my channel. Alright, veer this off. Alright, and now we're going to go and get this sewn on at 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, now let's grab our, let me snip this off. Let's grab our back panel. Place these right sides together, matching up your darts. And you want to make your darts go the opposite direction. So on this one, my dart is going this way to the left. So I'm going to have this dart go to the right. And that's just going to help with the bulkiness, okay? So we're matching up the entire bag. I'm going to grab my midpoints. Okay, now we're going to go and sew around the entire thing at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Alright, and have a look inside before you turn it. Make sure that you're happy with the way your piping looks. I think I'm pretty satisfied. Alright, let's turn it out. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Okay, let's keep going. If you want to get a zipper pocket put on, I'm going to put a link right now for you to follow. Just tap it right there in the corner and it'll bring you to my video where I show how to do zipper panel. I'll show how to do a zipper pocket with a zipper panel on front and also a slip pocket. But for the sake of time, I'm not going to do it right now. Alright, so let's grab our little handle piece. I started the second one just so I can get a feel for it. This is what we're going to be making next. So you want to transfer the mark, or you can just find the center and draw a line down the center. I'm going to grab some tape and place it right over that line. It in to that line. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to top stitch at 1/8 of an inch from both sides. And then I'm going to flip it over this way and we're going to top stitch at 1/8 of an inch from this middle part where we brought them together. Alright, so now we're going to just grab our handle, fold this in half. That way we can get a groove. There we go. And I'll just stick that in there. Okay, and now we're gonna sew right underneath there. And you need to go ahead and put your zipper flip back on. I had literally just taken mine off and I was like, dang. But we gotta put our zipper flip back on because we need to be nice and close to that edge. Okay, so we need to get our magnetic snaps attached. So she said to use the mark that we made earlier that I don't see. We should have made that mark on the outside. I'll go back and edit that for you. No big deal. I'm just going to grab it because basically we just need to know the height. So let's find the center right there and right there. Okay. Now when you get these installed, make sure that you're only putting it through one layer. Okay? You don't want to go through both. We're just putting it through one layer. How cool is that? Very cool. All right, now let's work on our chain connectors. She said to transfer the lines. It's basically just the middle, so I'm gonna find my midpoint really quick. Okay, so we're gonna fold in to that line down the middle. If you would like to use double-sided tape, you can. I am just going to clamp it. Right, and now I'm going to get a top stitch put on at 1/8 of an inch down both sides. Okay, and now we want to fold it in half and cut it. Okay, so we're going to set these aside really quick and grab our lining accent piece. And your handle and your lining accent piece is right side facing up. And then you want your magnetic snap to be facing up as well. Match up the midpoints of both of these pieces. And let's go and base them together at 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Grab one of your strap, your D-ring connector, and you're going to place it on the mark that we made earlier. We should have made a mark. I didn't. I did it off camera though. And you want this little piece to be facing right side up. And we're going to base this on at 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one as well. Okay, now let's grab our lining. We want to place them right sides together. And we're going to get them sewn together at 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Whoa. The handle is heavy. Jeez. Okay, let's press our seam allowance so that it is going behind the lining. And then let's add a top stitch of 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Hey, just a friendly reminder, if you're finding any value in this video or if it's helpful or even entertaining, please take a second to give it a thumbs up. Thanks. All right, let's get some holes. Actually, let's put some tape on the top of our connectors. Shoot. And we are going to just fold this under as far down as you can get it to go. It should touch the other side. It should touch where, you know, the connector is coming out of from the lining. And then pull your D-ring up as much as you can. Okay, there we go. And now we're gonna just get a D-ring placed right above the lining. And I'm just putting it right there in the center. Make sure that you're catching that bottom part of that connector, okay? Okay. Okay. I had surgery this weekend, last week. And when I just pushed down on that, I felt it in my belly where I did surgery. Oh gosh. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go take a pain pill real quick. Oh gosh. I guess that's the same as lifting. It said no heavy lifting, and I just use my stomach. You know, you'll be surprised what all you use your stomach muscles for when you're not able to use your stomach. Right? Because I did not think that would hurt the way that it just hurt. I'm going to stand up for this part because I'm not going to do what I just did. Oh, gosh. Okay, now let's get our darts closed just like we did before. Push them right sides together. And sew at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. I'm actually going to sew mine a little bit more than 1/4.
Ooh, child.
What?
Grilled cheese and tomato stew was delicious.
I smelled it. It smells good.
Oh, Luv Lola eating.
I know when you leave, she's going to be telling me, can you make it like Nana? She loved telling me to cook something like somebody else when she likes it.
I ate too.
I should have watched you make it. Okay, now once you have that done, we're going to assemble it just like we did the exterior. But we need to leave an opening on the bottom about 8.5 inches because we're going to be turning this bag out. The side seams should be matched up as well where our accent piece meets up with our lining. You done working, ma'am?
Yes.
That ain't got nothing to do with you.
I just finished my cooking.
Oh, okay. I guess you can have a break. Did you clock out? All right, yeah, so we're gonna get this added, and we're gonna start with 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, and then we're gonna increase to about 3/8 of an inch. Remember, leave about 8 inches open along the bottom of the bag so we can turn it. Okay, now she says she wants us to use some type of cement glue to lay our seams flat. So if you want to get some tape or some glue, you can do that right now. I'm going to try tape first because it's easier. She said about 2 inches down. No, about 1.5 inch down. So I'm just going to trim that. Okay, I already turned this bag out earlier, but I should have done that same thing to it. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna clip it and get the double-sided tape attached and get my seams opened up, okay? And then we can move forward. Okay. So we're gonna take our lining, and we want our zipper to be towards the back of the bag. Our exterior is right side facing out, and our lining is inside out. We're gonna place our exterior right inside. Now let's get our handles moved out of the way. Repeat that to all of your open seams. Tuck them in. Start off by matching up your midpoints. It's going to be a little awkward, but it's okay. Okay, and I'm going to match up my sides. All right, and once we have those 4 pieces attached, now we can go ahead and pin around the entire thing. Okay, and now we're going to sew this together at 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Sometimes if you're sewing at 3/8 of an inch at the top, it's easier to just sew it at 1/4 of an inch and then go back and add a second top stitch at 3/8. At least that's easiest for me, you know, because at 1/4 is right along the tip of your foot, so you can get that perfect stitch along those curves, you know, to get that nice, the nice pretty curve, and then you can go back and use that line, that stitch line, as a guide for your 3/8 of an inch. It just helps me. Okay. Now I think we got some gluing to do. Let's check it out. Okay, so what we're supposed to do is apply glue to the parts that were green. When we, let's see, which part was green? Glue area 1 is green. I'm just gonna sketch this in really quick because I didn't draw it on both sides, no big deal. I'm gonna use this to get my lines. Okay. So this is considered green on the outside and red on the inside. So what she wants you to do is put a little cement glue where the green is and turn it. Now, I know that some people were having trouble turning it with the glue. So if you feel comfortable reaching in and adding glue afterwards, that's what I'm gonna try to do. But right now, you're supposed to put glue, cement glue on the green part and turn it. But I'm gonna turn it and then add the glue, and then we'll see. If it doesn't work, then I'll go back and edit it and tell you to do it the other way. You know, just do whatever works best for you. I am a believer in that. There's more than one way to get the same result, so whatever works. Let's see. Alright. Because basically, what she wants is for that part to stick to each other. That's all we're doing. You know, we gotta try to not think too much about it. I'm gonna go ahead and massage out my seams a little bit. I think it's gonna help the process later. We do that now. Okay, so now I can see where she wants that glue. I'm gonna reach in and apply it. I'm using barge because it's what I got. It's so old, I need to buy some more. I can't even get anything to come out. Oh! Alright, I'm gonna be a little ghetto here and use this pencil to get some of this glue out. It is dried out. Look how tacky that is. It's a little too tacky, but it's all I got, so it is what it is. And now I'm gonna put it on that green area on both sides. Horrible. If you've never used cement glue before, it needs a while to cure for it to get really, really sticky. You usually have to wait about 15 minutes and put it on both sides of the fabric that's going to be touching. Since we're only putting it on one side, it's going to be fine. We're going to have enough time to make any adjustments if it's necessary. Like if it touches anything right now, it'll come apart, because until that time has passed, that 15 minutes or so, it's still movable. You can still do what you need to do with it. Now I'm going to tuck this in. Make sure that you're moving with a sense of urgency, because we do have that glue. But like I said, it takes a while to get all the way tacky, so we're fine. Okay, and she wants us to smooth this out. It gets a little confusing with all the stuff that's going on, but we got it. If it starts to stick, just pull it apart so that you can readjust it. Work those seams out really, really good. Really get those curves worked out, those seams. It's gonna seem a little hard, but you got it. Okay, now once you are happy with your seams and you know that you got your curves fully extended, then you can go and start pressing your material together. And I'm just putting it against the floor and pressing and smoothing it out. Okay, looks good. Now we are going to get our top stitch added. All right, and we're gonna go and get this sewn together we're gonna go and get our top stitch added at 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, so now we want to get some rivets applied. And we want our rivets to go through this handle piece and also into the lining contrast piece. Not to the exterior, but through the lining contrast piece. I don't think that there is a mark for where the rivets go, so we're just gonna use our common sense. And I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna add a rivet in the midpoint between here and here. I'm gonna add a rivet in the midpoint of each one. So let's see. Each side is about, from seam to seam, we're looking at about 2 inches. So I'm gonna make a mark at the 1 inch mark on both sides. Same thing to the other side. And I'm doing it in line with the center of my magnetic snap. All right, so we are going to reach in from the bottom. I wish I had a handheld hole connector, because I don't know how I'm gonna get this hole in here. I'm gonna order one today. Today I am going to order a hand hole puncher, because this is some foolishness right here. I'm just gonna do my holes separately and then go back and do my lining, because I just can't. Once I've got those punched, I'm going to just reach through the holes that I just did and mark it on my lining contrast piece. And now I'm gonna go and find a way to get those attached. I mean, to get those holes put in. That's gonna be fun trying to... Gotta get a hand press, gotta get a hand press. Okay, y'all, I did it. I got it in there. It was hard, but I did it. Okay, so now she wants us to glue the mid part the same way we did the two sides. She wants us to do that to the middle. It's going to be a little bit more difficult just because we have the sides already done, but it's definitely doable. So just take your time Get some glue up in there. Do one side at a time. I'm gonna use my little ghetto pencil because I can't get anything on that brush. It's too dried out. Look at this. Ain't this a shame? I'm gonna buy some more. I keep saying that. I'm gonna get me some more glue and I'm gonna get me a handheld, y'all. I'm gonna get my life together. I'm sick of being like struggling. Like, my God. Shouldn't be this hard, y'all. Golly. Dave always tells me that. He said, why do you live like you are poor? Just get the stuff you need. My God. I'm going to do it. I be saving my little coins, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy some new stuff. But anyway, do one side at a time and then push it down. Just like before. Take your time. Y'all hear my mama in here giggling? What you laughing at, mama? Don't be coming here messing up my video now. Kikiing over there. Ha 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 ha.
I think it's a real video.
Foolishness, huh? I know. I can't believe people watch my channel. It's crazy. All right. Okay, yeah. So look, just smooth that out. That looks good. That's good. That's good. We did it. And do the other side. Just don't think too much about it. You know, it's just glue. If it messes up, guess what? You can take it apart and redo it. It's this cement glue. Did I do? I don't even know what side I did, y'all. This cement glue, it takes a while to cure, like I said earlier. So if it don't go on exactly the way you want it to, just separate it and do it again. You know what? I think I might actually put a little bit on my lining as well. I like when the lining stays stuck to the bag. You know what I'm saying? I always be thinking, I've wondered, like, I just put cement glue and attach my lining to the underside of the bag. And so thank you, Sammy. This is a great experiment for me. I'm going to put a little extra on the lining and lay it flat and see if I get that look that I want. But don't put too much, y'all, because we still got to close the bottom of the bag. So don't get carried away. Maybe be quiet. I don't want you to mess up and then it'll be my fault. Just do what she say do, okay? I'm going to put a little bit extra. Oh my gosh, this glue is so old. Look at that. It's not supposed to be like that, y'all. It's cool. All right. Once you get that glue on there, then go ahead and close up that hole in the bottom. And we're pretty much done, y'all. Because this bag calls for a chain, right? So we really ain't got nothing to do but add the chain. I think I'm going to add a little bit of material in the middle of my... I can't talk. I'm going to add a little bit of... I'm going to add a strap in my chain like I did my last bag. My gosh, spit it out. I'm going to add the fabric to my chain like I did in my last bag. There we go, got it. I think I'm going to throw this away just because I'm too lazy to clean it. Bam. Okay, that's it, y'all. Let's close this up and we're done. Oh, y'all, my thread is white. Am I going to change my thread so that it matches this? I don't feel like it. What would you do? Would you change your thread or would you go for it? Oh, Mom. All right, let me go change my thread just because my mom is over here judging me. All right. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn this off, so I'll be back in just a second. And while, you know what, before I come back, I'm going to go ahead and cut me a piece of fabric to go through my chain. So this is the chain I'm using. This is my newest chain that I just added to my website. I believe it's option 10 or 11. I'm not sure, but you'll see it. And I like that it's wide. Do you see how big the holes are? So this is going to be really good for adding fabric in between. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of fabric. I'm going to cut it, I think I'm going to do 1 inch and fold it in half. No, I'll probably do 3/4 of an inch and fold it in half and sew it wrong sides together. And that would probably be the width that I need for this. I don't know. I'll tell you when I get back what I do. Hold on a second. Okay, so I cut my fabric 1 1/8 of an inch wide. And now I'm going to be just folding it in like a normal strap. Folding it into the center and folding it again. Oh, I should have cut it bigger than that. Golly, right? What I'm not going to do, though, is go and cut another one. So this is going to be it. All right, it's late. I can't go back. I can't do it again. I'm sorry. Jeez, it'll be fine. It ain't gonna look bad. It would have been better to have it a little bit thicker, I think. You know, it's fine. I be telling myself that. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's not fine. No, really, it's fine. It's gonna look good. If I hadn't said anything, you never would have known that I wish I had done it a little thicker. You'll see. All right, I'm gonna turn this camera off and save my battery because it's gonna take forever to do this. Well, not forever, but at least 10 minutes. I need my data. Bye. Okay, so it came out fine. I think this size is perfect. All right, so what I'm gonna do is find the midpoint. And then find the midpoint of the chain. And that's where I'm gonna start. And we're just gonna be weaving in and out, in and out. How adorable is this bag? We're done. I think this might be one of the fastest bags I've ever made from start to finish. And you know I love a fast make. Adorable. Okay, let me get some pictures. Yeah, I love it. If you have any questions at all, or if you just want to say hi, please pop down below and put a comment. I read all of my comments and I respond to all of them because I really do enjoy talking to everyone. And I don't have a life. This is what I do. You know, I don't leave my house. I sew, I clean, I cook, and I write on social media. What is even this life? All right, bye.